Thank you very much, viewers, for coming back. And this is Roundtable Discussion on Legacy with Beké, Amaka Beké, your amiable host, the host of One-on-One Legacy. And this is Roundtable Discussion with our amiable ladies here. We still have Ada Beké Adonyeze. We have Lillian, we have Ujuma, and we have Shola, and my amiable self. So we're still talking about how ladies should be best friends and should be loyal friends, which means should be held accountable, should be each other's keepers, should have each other's back, and to cut down on disloyalty in friendships. Thank you very much, ladies. We're back on. Adugo, before we left off for our little break, you had something that you were saying regarding defamation of character, when friends defame your character. And this is not limited to women only.
Yes.
Although this roundtable discussion, we're talking about how important it is for women to support one another. However, when it comes to defamation of character, women do it, men do it equally. And sometimes it's both. Women and men team up together against either a man or a woman. So Ada, take it.
Yes, as I was saying earlier, so when we talk about defamation of character, I mean, it's just like what you said, it's something that happens both the men's side and the women's side. But I would say that is more, I don't know if I'm right or wrong, I think it's more on the women's side because this involves jealousy. It has to do with jealousy. It has to do with envy. And you'll see someone telling you, I'm not a witch. But I'll tell you something, envy and being envious and being jealous of someone is another way of witchcraft. You know, so yeah, you will see friends, you will see a friend, you think that she's your friend. You know, you're progressing, you're moving forward, probably in your career, probably in your business, anything that you're doing, you think that she's your friend, you know. So when she feels that you are going up better than her, without even you knowing, it's just by the grace of God or by your hard work at the same time, you know. So the best thing she feels within herself that she will do, I mean, it's just to sit down and start thinking of, hey, what kind of story will I say now to put this girl down? It's like when she goes to a party, she's someone, even if I walk into a party with her, she's someone that everybody's always noticing. She's someone that everybody's like, hey, girl, you look good. You know, so those things are some of the things that adds up for that makes a friend to start being envious of another. So the next thing you see the person, being demonic, sitting down, fabricating stories, trying to pull the person down and all that. But I keep giving my advice, be careful. Ladies, if you're someone that you keep doing this, stop it. Because you don't know if the reward doesn't come to you today, it might come tomorrow or come to your children.
Yeah.
So, let's be careful. That's all I have to say. Let's be careful.
Thank you very much. And yeah, that is ultimate betrayal in my book.
Yeah.
If I did something and you called me out on my BS,
I want to say something.
I would very much appreciate that, even though it might hurt my feelings.
Yeah.
However, fabricating lies against someone, that is the lowest of lows. You must so you actually meant to do something just to spite this person. You know, even if your relationship has gone sour, you don't have to, didn't have to burn the bridge. Tomorrow is still going to come. You never know who is going to be there on your lowest days. And you never know, because pain actually wears out over time. What bothers you today will not bother you tomorrow. By the time the pain wears out, where are you going to find yourself? Where are you going to land? You know, don't allow little things to end you where you would regret for the rest of your life. And like Ada rightly said, if it doesn't come to you, it might come to your children. Uju, you have something to add?
Yes.
Oh, you're muted. You're muted.
Okay. This is just going to be my 20 cents. From 10 cents to 20 cents.
No, from 2 cents. You started from 2 cents.
2 cents to 10 cents to 20
cents. 2 cents.
2 cents, yeah. You keep growing.
Yes.
But this actually, I will talk about my experience with experiences, not just one experiences with the formation of my character and people betraying me. In fact, the first time I got to know about Psalm 109, that's the psalm you pray for people that when they betray you, that's the frenemies. The frenemies. The first time I got to know about that psalm was given to me by Reverend Father Mbaka. Because I suffered a lot of betrayals and deformation of characters, especially people that I bring them close to me, that at some point I began to ask myself, is there something probably impersonating me? Is it real me? Like, is that bad that I will be inside my room and someone will call me that will just show you someplace doing and some story and you'll be like, what's going on here? And they make up stories that unexist, that you this expect that is even existing. Like, I suffered through all that. First time I went to Mbaka and I asked, what could make people to be impersonating or deforming my character? And I've cried severally. I know as a little child, as a growing child, I wasn't heady, but I'm just stubborn, like rightful stubborn, like I'm that child, I know what I want. Okay. So not minding where we're coming from, environment and all that we all grew up, but I've always known what I wanted. And the environment, the society, they always, because we are very, from where we're coming from, part of Enugu, Beké, I'm sorry, we do respect. I'm not trying to spite our people, but we're very primitive where we're coming from. So they like to give them.
When you talk about being primitive, be careful. My husband is from Enugu.
Oh, I'm so sorry. That's me, yeah. Sorry, I'm sorry, forgive me. Why do you think they call us?
Trust me.
Why do you think they call us Mwobodo Wagu? It's just who we are. Do you understand? And so I was misjudged in so many ways that I had to go to church. I had to seek for counseling. I had to seek for deliverance. And what Father said to me, because there's so much greatness in you, you don't have to worry about what they say.
Correct. God bless you.
And he said something. He said, look at your personality. He said, you step into this room, everybody, everywhere was stand still. You were just a little girl, but there's a thing inside of you.
In you.
It's the greatness. So worry less. When they say something, it's okay. It's okay. Just look at it that I know that they will say. And you can't change them. You can't stop them from saying it. Is that greatness inside of you that they are fighting? And because they can't fight it. Because they don't know where you're coming from. All right? So for me, I'll tell people, there's no need deforming somebody's character.
No.
There's no need making enemies where there is no need, where there's no enemy. Together will be better.
Yeah.
Even if you don't have that thing, your friend has, ask. What I'm trying to do is that I try to apply societal intelligence where I find myself, group of my friends. If I'm moving up, I want them to move with me. Because when I'm moving up by myself, I see them start being envious of me. So if the ones I can pull, I pull them.
Tell me about it.
If I feel that you are unpullable, like you can't grow with me.
But can I say something to you? Can I say something? Just like you said, let me add my 1 cent.
Okay.
Be careful so you don't pull up with you someone that is not supposed to go up with you.
Good. I watch them.
Be careful.
I like that word. And that is where spirit of discernment comes in. Yeah. Like I've gotten to a point that, let me be honest with you, before I say this person is my friend, I'll be able to vouch for that person. I'll be able to hold that person accountable. I don't just go about
and apart from that,
thank you very much, ladies. I know this particular question is a storm. That's why I got in on it as well, because we have to say it in many different languages, in many different ways, and people have to hear it. We are blessing people, and I'm glad that we are given this opportunity to bless people with our opinions and our points of view. But we have to move on because we have a few more questions to tackle. Lillian, please, this is for you. We're going to Lillian this time. This question is for you, Lillian. Who is to blame? Who is to blame in the event that your man sleeps with your friend? Who is to blame?
Both of them, of course.
Wow.
Yeah, both of them are to blame. So, like Uju said earlier on, sometime in the beginning, it takes two to tango. It takes two to tango. So
yeah.
if both of them are in bed doing themselves, both of them, both of them went into it with disregard to how or the consequences thereafter.
Who they are hurting.
Yeah, so both of them are to blame.
Okay, fair enough. How do friends grow apart, Lillian?
So how do friends grow apart? I think friends grow apart when their aspirations change.
Okay.
Yeah, so when we're no longer, what I find, and I think it's common to every friendship, every relationship, even husband and wife relationship, when you're together, you're sharing same value, same ideals, or similar ideals. That's how you flow together, right?
Yeah.
You know, you're both in your comfort zone, so you're comfortable, they're comfortable. And then, like you mentioned, if you're growing, and then like maybe education, you're acquiring education, and you're moving up on the job ladder, or you're progressing in whatever area you're progressing in, and they are not matching up,
yeah,
definitely you drift apart. So your values are changing as you move the next level in your education. Your aspirations change.
Yeah.
And so whereas before you were comfortable being a supervisor of somewhere, you want to now be a manager or director.
Yeah.
And if your friend is not matching up in their own development in their career, then they're going to be feeling small. Your ideals, even when you go to school, the discussions you have is different. They don't even understand. Like you've gone a step ahead.
Yeah.
In knowledge.
Yeah. In exposure.
Wisdom is acquired, by experience. So if they're not coming up, if you're not encouraging your friend, like she was saying the other time,
you're not pulling them along.
You say, oh, look, I'm running this course. You're not hiding that you're running a course or what you're doing. So they immediately start thinking, oh, maybe I will do this one too, I've had friends like that. And obviously that is where it is a bit difficult to understand when a friend is in competition and when they're not in competition. Because you're not creating a competition.
Yeah.
You're hoping your friend too will do better.
Yeah,
right?
You're hoping they also have their personal goals, personal dreams, the things that they desire and things that they aspire.
Yeah. So, and then, for example, you come to the area of children, you're trying to, some of us seek to have our kids in special schools.
Yeah.
In good schools.
Yeah.
And some friend said, a friend said to me, which eventually turns out to be a, what did you call it? You said the person was in competition with me, right?
Yeah.
And the friend at the time was saying, oh, why are you people stressing yourself? Why are you stressing yourself on this kid? Like, a school is a school. And it doesn't make sense to me. She doesn't care which school the kids attend. I understand that. At the end of the day, we didn't have those opportunities.
The best schools,
right? To go to
we still turned out good.
But we also know, we cannot deny the fact.
The importance.
We cannot deny the fact that the product of certain schools, the input, people pay top dollars to pounds to get into these schools. It's not for nothing.
Not for nothing,
So if you're privileged to get into it and somebody's telling you, no. So you begin to wait. This person is no longer having the values. You understand? And you feel they're criticizing your action. Of course, it's going to start, your relationship is going to start pulling up the other direction. You start to move apart.
Yeah.
I think that's where husband and wife too, they say, oh, we no longer have same, we're falling out of seeing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think
And I think people should be okay with it. You see, I find that sometimes we become change adverse, and that is wrong. If your friends are moving upwards or moving sideways, and that's not what you want for yourself at any given point in time, it's okay. You know,
yeah, exactly.
yeah, you don't have to stress yourself about it. There's no
Yeah,
reason why you should.
and let me add to that. I remember once when I started a program, and my friend sincerely she wanted to do the same, but we could clearly see how difficult it was for her to cope. And I said to her, listen, this is your focus at the moment. You've got this child, you're moving him everywhere. He's taking he's
Hold on
taking
him.
your entire time. So give it time, let your husband come. When your husband is here, then you can pursue what you want to pursue.
Yeah,
so
that way you have support in the house.
yeah, that way. And that's exactly what she's done. Right now she's doing what she wants to do. And
Awesome.
yeah, I think
yeah.
it's people then understanding when people
If
are
it's
in
again, if it's
competition
not a
with you.
competition, because
Exactly.
sometimes we actually set ourselves up while we're trying to compete.
Exactly.
It's not about competition. We all have our own time frame to get to something. If it takes me 1 year, as long as I get there. If it takes someone 2 weeks, as long as they get there, we can all get to the end of the like, would I say, to the end of the field if we take our time. Your pace may not be my pace, your time may not be my time, but just stay focused. The dream might be the same, but the time might be different in achieving it. Shola, I have a question for you. Thank you very much, Lillian. Let's move to the next question. Shola, do women compete secretly, and why is that? Do you believe that women compete secretly?
Honestly, I don't know why, but that's the gospel truth. I think one of the reason is one of the reasons we just discussed in the last question is when your ambition and your aspiration change from your friend, they tend to, be kind of jealous. They hold back on some things. And I mean, it happened to me because I have this particular friend back then. I tried all my best, to encourage her, to support her, go back to school, try to do some things. But I guess after a while, she just felt she doesn't, fit in with me anymore. And we started drifting apart. So things like that, I don't force it. Once I notice that you're not being true and you have a complex and you cannot withstand my success, I'm very sorry. I'm gonna move away because it happens. You can stop me from achieving my goal. I'm a go-getter. And if you're not comfortable with that as a friend, because you're gonna get jealous. If you're not ready to rock and roll with me, and like me and Uju, that's why we're together. We have, business minded, we think alike, work together to have a common goal. We have,
meeting of minds.
Meeting of mind, and we talk a lot. If I say that you're not comfortable with that, I kind of like move away because you're gonna get jealous, and that's why jealousy comes in. Because I'm going to put in one thing again, and that's why we need to watch our circle, watch our friends, the people that we hang out with, the people that we try to bring close to us. If they don't reason like us, we don't have the same goals, if we don't have the same value, there's no point.
There's no point.
There's no point. It's a pure waste of time. My circle is really small.
So
I don't have friends. I only have sisters. And I don't care. I'm not tribalistic. I don't care. You can be anywhere. As long as we have the same goal, as long as we have, we going somewhere, we have the same vision together. We can hold our hands as, women. I love women. I'm very sorry. I'm feminist. I mean, to the extreme, to the core. I don't care. Before I go for any man, I'll follow my fellow women. I don't care. It might burn me. Yes, I'll learn. And that's why I keep growing.
Wow. That is
I keep growing. I don't care. I don't care. And funny enough, and the way I see when we started, we're not perfect. you're gonna offend me. It's normal. We have different backgrounds and different orientation, different upbringing. So I don't expect you to bring in 100%. All I want from you is just your 90.
Be genuine, and
be genuine.
Even,
that's what I'm saying.
Even with your weaknesses, because we all have it.
Just give me your 90, then we'll work the 10% together, to make it 100. Wow. So as long as we're working towards the same thing, for me, it's okay, fine. I can't. I'm very sorry, because that's where jealousy comes in. If we're not saying the same thing, if we're not moving towards the same direction, it's not gonna work. I don't drag that. I don't force that.
Would you have something to say? Thank you very much, Shola, for nicely articulating that.
Shola, you've spoken well, and the summary is just that meeting of the minds. Okay, meeting of the mind in the sense that if we lose, we lose together as friends, and if we fail, we fail together.
Win or we win together.
Win or lose, exactly. So why competing secretly? And that is why let everybody. I like people being busy. Before I say this person is my friend too, I need to watch your background. Okay, I need to watch your background because I'm a mover. I belong to the group of the doings. The doings. Do you understand? I want to
do the music doings.
The doings. Yes. Yes. The doings.
You know, I'm flavor doings.
Yes, we are the doings. So I can't be the doing and you are the undoer. It's not going to work. Don't be undoer.
I tie the knot, you're losing the knot. I tie it again. You need
exactly.
That cannot work. We can't move forward.
Don't compete. Just like Beké, you said from the beginning, look, everybody's in their own lane. All right?
Yeah.
Okay. All fingers are not equal.
Not at all.
There are fair people, there are dark people. Even if you like use bleaching cream,
there are fast people, there are slow people.
There are slow people.
Yep.
So my worried people will say, day your day. And I day my day. Just stay in your lane. Your time will come. The world moves around like this, like fan.
Yeah.
It will just wave go this side. Tomorrow
and again, let me add to that. When we wish each other, when we celebrate each other or wish the best for each other, your own good will come.
Exactly.
If Uju is the one who is being recognized as the most hardworking staff of the month, we should all cheer for her. We should all believe. We should all find a way to believe that she deserves it and that she got it because she put in the effort.
And then from that.
And that should motivate us to do just as Uju has done, or even better. Don't try to be Uju, but you can learn something from Uju. There's a positive competition. Don't make it negative. But we have to move on with this conversation. Thank you very much, Uju. Adugo, this question is for you. Why do women support or tend to support men more than they support fellow women?
Well, this still bounce back to what we've been saying for the past 1 hour or over 1 hour. Women are just so jealous of their fellow women. It's so sad, but that's the reality.
Wow.
And reason, I wouldn't say I don't know, but I would say I don't know. Instead of supporting your fellow woman or women, group of women, or your fellow woman, you tend to pull the person down. What do you gain?
And support the man.
So today, and support the man. They prefer, because do you know what? Let me tell you something, right? Most women, I will say this and I'll say it clear. Most women, the thing at the back of their skull, probably, putting up themselves as, I'm a good person, I can support you, you're the guy, I can do this, I can do that for you. The thing doing such things will make them a better person, or to say, oh, this man will call me a good woman.
A good person.
No. It
you
doesn't
just
work that
yourself
way.
Over.
Honestly,
now the man hates you.
Now the man hates
what he shouldn't know about you.
Exactly. What they don't understand is that what a man sees is what he takes.
Yeah.
What you present to the man and he sees that's what he takes.
Yep.
If you, for instance, let me use this for instance. You're in a relationship, okay? You're in a relationship.
Yeah.
So sorry about that.
One is disturbing your network.
Yes, I just fixed it. Sorry about that. So you're in a relationship, for instance. A woman is in a relationship, and you keep saying this man will tell you, oh, I have a business that I want to do this. Can you support me with $10,000? Oh, sure, why not? Can you do this for me? Oh, just with 1,000? Oh, sure, why not? And you have this your best friend, or rather your very good friend. You keep butchering this your friend in front of your man just to make yourself look good.
Yeah.
Most women do this. Oh, that's my friend. No, I'm just talking to her just because you know she's the person that's always calling me. She's the person that always want to be my friend. She's the person that
Really?
do you think you're talking to a fool man?
No.
You're talking to an adult. The man is not a fool. The man will practically in his because men think in here.
Yeah.
And that's why they talk less. Women, that's why when a woman is crying, and the man is crying, a man covers his eyes. Why? A woman talks from the mouth, and the man watches. So when a woman is talking, you think that you're rude, that you're presenting yourself to be a better person in front of a man. Oh, this woman, oh, I don't want to support her, and you're doing this. Inside, though, you've forgotten that this man in question, he also has sisters. So this man will use those things that you present to him, or you present to him as this is who you are. So in a nutshell, I will say that most women do this just to gain favor. They think, getting favor from a man is, so that this man can look at me as a better person.
And no. It's sad to say, I have also seen, women who are very quick to understanding a man's opinion, point of view, and need. They are very quick to understand a man's need.
Yes.
But never ever will they understand a woman's need.
Exactly. And
if a woman needs a padding in the back, they don't understand it. No matter how you explain it, they never will understand you.
Even
you
if
write
they do,
it
they
down,
don't want
they
to
read
show
it, they don't understand. You say it in 10 different languages that they can understand, they still don't understand you. But a man barely even says, I need a pat on the back. And this woman has dedicated her whole life to patting this man on the back. And sometimes I look down and I go, are you serious right now? I'm not saying don't do it. It's your life. It's your choice. You choose who you want to support, who you want to pat their back, or who you want to wipe their tears, or who you want to make sure they've eaten, or who you want to make sure that they are smiling and their day is not bad. But the thing is, you are a woman, right?
That's it.
Do you expect another woman to treat you the way you have just treated?
The same way you're treating another woman.
To pick a man, pat him in the back, and I'm not saying don't do that, but I'm saying if you're doing for a man, a woman equally needs that. Don't be quick to understanding a man as more than you understand your own fellow woman, because you're just one of us. You're just one of us. So you don't understand us, we don't understand you too. We gotta move on. Anyways.
That's it.
Lillian, do women also abuse and oppress fellow women?
Yeah, definitely. I'm sure there will be situations like that. Definitely. I mean, it all comes in from the angle of competition, and they have and they have not, isn't it? Obviously, it definitely has to depend on the character of the woman.
I'm looking in the idea that we haven't talked much about marriage in this segment, and I think that for this particular question, I'm looking in an area where a woman is married into a family that her fellow woman within that family that she's been married into is the headache that she suffers. Could that be considered oppression and abuse?
Oh, definitely. I mean, this is a diverse topic. If we want to talk about it, I would rather that you make it.
We're going to sit on it another time. A special segment.
Because it's got the cultural dynamic and all those things that will come into play, the circumcision of the girl child, the woman, you know, another woman circumcised you, and then in your later years you're having problem. It just, or do you want to talk about the Nigerian context? A woman is in the labor room and the nurse is hitting her, you know, stuff like that. Yeah, because the different culture and the things that happen, you know, could have a different bearing compared to our own experiences, those of us in abroad or diaspora.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I think this topic is really broad.
It is.
But definitely it's, I mean, people abuse people.
Yeah.
But like they say, it's usually not the fault of the victim. It has to do with the abuser.
Yes, it's the abuser. Well, I'm just adding that sometimes when we are poorly treated, we tend to think it has something to do with us. No, as honey, I don't know who is listening, and I might not know who I'm speaking to, but I'm looking you straight in the eye. I'm telling you, if you ever feel abused or oppressed by a woman or a man or anybody, anyone whatsoever, and you sit to think what you may have done, you haven't done nothing. This person is dealing with something else that has nothing to do with you, and they're just taking out their frustration on you. You're maybe sitting at their arm's length, and that's why you're getting it, but you haven't done anything to deserve it. Yes. Would you, before we move on to the next question, you have your hands up? What do you want to say?
In terms of abuse and oppression, right?
Yeah.
It's a general phenomenon, it's a norm, not just only in Africa or American, okay? If you're going to go through the part of when a woman is being married to a family and then the women in that family or the mother doesn't seem to like her, they seems to abuse and oppress, it's just a norm, okay? And that's where we also bring in that word jealousy too.
Yeah.
It's very common. I have a book I'm writing now that is going to be out next month about marriage, okay? And I did a whole lot of research about that. And we touched a couple of this. We touched this, as a matter of fact, this particular question is a whole topic. It takes a whole chapter because it's a norm. I have my friend that lives in Scotland. From the inception of our marriage 16 years ago till today, it's difficult for her mother-in-law to accept that she's married to a son. It's just very difficult. It's also difficult for her husband's sisters to accept the fact that
the reality
that Azuka is their sister-in-law.
Wow.
Okay. It got so bad that I became so wide like a month ago. For those who understand Igbo, I know viewers are watching this. I'm sorry if I'm sounding wrong, but it's just reality. I called the mother and I asked the woman, I said, I asked her that question, the mother. Yes, it was that bad. Because their own first daughter got so mad and called me one day and said, why is it that my grandmom doesn't want to understand the fact that my dad and my mom, they're married? Okay, wow. So it's just the norm. The jealousy is always there. Wow. Another woman is coming into our family to control our brother. Yeah. Another woman is coming to, so it's always competition.
Wow, sad.
It's always like that. So, but for those who are abusive and oppressive, my advice is that they should just take it easy. We don't have to be jealous because what goes around comes around.
Nemesis.
You have daughters, your daughter will go somewhere.
Nemesis.
Your daughter will go. So for us not to do all this, let us always put ourselves in that shoe. What if it's our own? What if it's our own daughter?
And there's another thing too. Let's not forget the saying, mind your business. Mind your business. Very much so. Mind your business. Let couples be. Okay, this is going to be our final question because we're running out of time. Please, if you're addressing this question, take it sharply and shortly, and let's end this. All right. Could you support a friend who is secretive about her unusual or unhappy situation? Amaka Beké. Could you support a friend who is secretive about her unusual or unhappy situation?
Well, it depends. Why I say it depends is I have to understand, or rather, I don't want to say I have to understand this friend, because if you're my friend, that means I already know you. So if I know you as someone that you're secretive about, I mean, you have a situation, but you're being secretive about it, and you don't want to talk about it with me, then I'll respect the fact that you don't want to talk about it. I mean, I'll stay on my lane. Yeah. Because you might want to get involved, and it to turn into probably insults or calling of names and all that. So if you don't want to tell me about what you're passing through or what you're going through, then I'm sorry, there's nothing I can do. Absolutely nothing I can do.
You're just going to ignore, even though you're noticing, you're seeing, you're observing that something is wrong.
Well,
she's not saying.
No. I can only look at this. I might not really come up straight to ask you, oh, I feel, or I think, or I'm watching, or I'm observing that probably you're going through some certain things. I can ask you a question like, are you okay? Is this something you want to share with me? Yeah. Is this something that you're going through that you want to talk about? Yeah. And if you say no, that there's no problem, hands off.
Thank you.
That means you don't want to talk about it. That's fine.
Lillian, do you I want us to give our final word because we're running out of time. Lillian, what's your final word?
So I would say in a situation like this, that as a friend, you know when your friend is down, it's only normal to say, babe, what's up? You know, you will definitely ask, babe, what's going on? You know, you really look down. I think 2 years ago, I had something like that, a friend, and that was like around Christmas period. And she was there actually bawling and crying, but never said what it was. So sometimes we actually have to accept the fact that they probably don't want to share because they're not there yet to want to share.
Yeah.
Not because you're a bad friend that they don't want to share, but they're not there. There's some things you don't want to verbalize, and some of us, some people believe they're very spiritual, like I reject it, they say. So they don't want to say what it is because in their mind they want to dismiss it.
They're rejecting it. Okay.
Yes,
thank you very much, Lillian. We have run out of time. Thank you very much, viewers. Thank you to my participants. Thank you so much, ladies. You have been wonderful. It's been amazing. And please, viewers, comment with your questions, like, and subscribe to our channel. It's your amiable host once again, Amaka Beké, on Legacy One-on-One, and of course, roundtable discussions. Thank you for tuning in. Stay tuned for more segments, and you ladies, I hope to see you in the future on other segments. Good night.